Good morning, children. Last class we have seen about the nutrition in plants, isn't it? So the nutrition in plants is autotrophic nutrition. Yes. Today we are going to see the nutrition in animal, that is heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, so we know what is meant by heterotrophic nutrition. The organism which take in food prepared by plants. Okay, so these organisms will depend plants for their food. Okay, so the organism which depend plants for their food are called as heterotrophs. Example, animals. Okay, so now we are going to see elaborately about the heterotrophic nutrition in animals. So before that, there is other modes of nutrition also, by which the some organisms will take food from other organisms. So first mode of nutrition is parasitic mode of nutrition. So what is meant by parasitic mode of nutrition? Organisms which live on other plants or animals and take nutrients from the host plant or animal. Okay, so these organisms, they will live on other plant and they will take nutrient from that plant. Okay, so the plant in which they will take nutrient is called as host plant. Okay, so example for this organism is called Huscata. Okay, here you can see. Okay, so these organisms which take food from the host plant or which take nutrient from the host plant is called as parasites. Okay, example for parasites are Huscata, ticks, lice, leeches and tapeworms. Okay, so these are some example for the parasites which will take nutrients from the host plant or animal. Understood, children? Now we can see saprotrophic nutrition. So what is meant by saprotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition in which organisms take in nutrients from dead and decaying matters. Okay, so these organisms will take nutrients from the dead and decaying matter. Okay, so organism with saprotrophic mode of nutrition is called as saprotrophs. Okay, so the organism which is in taking nutrients from dead and decaying matter are called as what? Saprotrophs. Example for saprotrophs are fungi. Okay, fungi like mushroom, bread mold. Okay, so here in this picture you can see the mushroom. So you know the mushroom usually it will live in the waste material, where the more waste or dumped in that place only the mushrooms used to grow. Okay, so this mushroom is a fungi which will take nutrient from the dead and decayed organic matter. Okay, in the same way, if bread mold is also a type of fungi which will take nutrient from the decayed matter. Example, if we are keeping the bread for 3-4 days in our open air, when we are exposing it bread in the open air, we can notice that bread will spoil. Yes, so the spoilage of bread is caused due to the growth of fungi. Okay, so we can see the black color formation above the layer of the bread. Yes, there will be a layer of black color formation in the bread, that is called as bread mold. Okay, which is due to the formation of what? Bread mold. So fungi is an example for the saprotrophs which will take the nutrient from the dead and decayed organic matter. Now we are going to see about the steps involved in animal nutrition. So what mode of nutrition is take place in animal? Heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, so now we are going to see the steps which are involved in the animal nutrition. So all animals, you know that they will take food in solid form or liquid form. Yes? So nutrition in which food is taken in and digested, then it will be absorbed for its utilization. It is called as holozoic nutrition. Okay, so nutrition in which the food is taken in through the mouth and get digested, then it is absorbed by the body for its utilization. That is called holozoic nutrition. Okay, so 5 steps are there in holozoic nutrition. First one is injection, digestion, absorption, assimilation, ejection. Okay, so these are the 5 steps which is happening during holozoic nutrition. Okay, so these are the 5 processes which take place during holozoic nutrition. So let us see briefly. So first step in the holozoic nutrition is injection. So what is meant by injection? Taking in food inside the body of an organism. So injection means the process which involves taking in food inside the body of an organism. Okay, so we will take the food through our mouth. The process is called what? Injection. Okay, so different organisms have special structures for taking food. Okay, so now we can see some organisms with different structures, how they will intake food. So amoeba, it will use a xenopodia. Okay, xenopodia is a finger-like projection which is present in amoeba. So amoeba will use xenopodia to engulf food particles. So in the same way, snakes, how they will intake food, snakes such as python, they will swallow their food, okay, as a whole. Okay, and next, hydra, it will uses tentacles to catch food. Okay, hydra, they will use what? Tentacles to catch food. Then humans, they will use their hand. Yes, we are using our hand to take food through our mouth. Yes, we are using our hand and taking food and intaking through our mouth. Yes. Then paramecium is a parasite. So paramecium is a protozoa. It will take a food particle by using cilia. Okay, then mosquitoes will use feeding tubes, okay, for sucking blood from other organisms. Then birds, they will use their beaks. Okay, then so these are the certain organs used by the organisms to intake their food. So next process in holozoic nutrition is digestion. So what is meant by digestion? Digestion means it is the process of breaking down of complex components of food into simpler substance. Okay, so digestion process will make the food into a simpler substance. So complex form of food into the simpler substance is done by the digestion process. Now absorption. Next, third process in holozoic nutrition is absorption. So what is meant by absorption? The process of passing up of soluble products of digestion into the cell of the body. So once the food get digested, it have to be passed into the cells of the body. Yes, then only cell can do its function. So for that, the body fluid such as blood, it will carry the soluble product, that means the digested food, into the cells of the body. That process is called what? Absorption. Okay, so body fluid such as blood, it will carry the digested food into the cells of the body. That process is called what? Absorption. Next process is assimilation. So what is meant by assimilation? The process of using the absorbed food materials for producing energy and growth. So after digestion, it have to be taken into the cells of the body with the help of blood. Yes, that is absorption. So after this process, it have to be used by the cells of the body for producing energy and growth. That process is called what? Assimilation. Now ejection. So the process of removing undigested food material from the body. So the some food will be digested by the body and utilized by the organism, and the remaining undigested food will be removed by the process called ejection. Understood, children? So these are the 5 steps which take place during holozoic nutrition. Now we can see about nutrition in amoeba. Before that, we can see about amoeba. So what is meant by amoeba? Amoeba is an unicellular organism, okay, which can be seen only under a microscope because it is very small, okay. So we cannot see through our naked eye, so we can see only through microscope. So it is found in ponds and ditches. So what is the food of amoeba? It eat microscopic plants. That means small plants and animals that float in water. And the shape of amoeba is irregular. Okay, an amoeba has an irregular shape, and it consists of cell membrane, nucleus, and many small vacuoles. Okay, so this is about amoeba. So amoeba is a unicellular organism. It is found in ponds and ditches, and it will eat microscopic plants, animals that float in water. The shape of an amoeba is irregular. It consists of cell membrane, nucleus, and many small vacuoles. And amoeba can change its shape and position constantly. Okay, so it will change its shape and position. So it gives out finger like projection, that is called pseudopodia. Okay, so the other name of pseudopodia is false feet. Okay, so this is about the structure of amoeba. Now we can see the diagram of amoeba. So you can see here the diagram of amoeba. So amoeba consists of nucleus, food vacuoles, okay, crystals, and it contains cytoplasm, okay, and the finger-like projection called pseudopodia. Now we are going to see about nutrition in amoeba. Okay, so you know that amoeba can change its shape as, and it will give out finger-like projection called pseudopodia. So using pseudopodia, the amoeba will engulf the food particles. That means it will just engulf the food particle with the help of what finger-like projection called pseudopodia. Okay, so pseudopodia is what? It is a false fetus. It will sense the food particles and engulf the food particle with the help of what? Pseudopodia. Okay, children. Then and it will push it inside the body. Okay, then so you know that amoeba has no mouth or digestive system. Yes, once the food engulfed into the body, it will form the food vacuoles. You can see here. So once the food entered into the body, it will form the food vacuole. Okay. So digestion of a food particle is possible by digestive juices. So when the food is intaken and it forms food vacuole, digestive juices is secreted in the amoeba. Okay, which is secreted by the amoeba, and it will digest the food particle. And after digestion, again it will be secreted into the food vacuole. Okay, then inside the food vacuole only food breakdown. So the digestive juices will break down the food particle into simpler substance. Okay, after that the digested food will be absorbed and utilized by the cells. Then undigested food will be thrown out from any point of the body. That is called ejection, is it? So in the undigested food particle which is produced by the amoeba, after the digestion, it will be ejected from any point of the body of amoeba. Understood, children? So amoeba, it will engulf the food particle with the help of finger like projection called xenopodia. After that, once it engulfed, it will form a food vacuole, and digestive juices secreted the amoeba will break the food particle into similar substance, and then it will be utilized by the cells of the organism. After that, undigested food will be ejected at any point of the amoeba. This is about nutrition in amoeba. I hope that you all understand about the holozoic nutrition and nutrition in amoeba. So next class we can see about nutrition in humans. Okay, if you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask children, and start to read, children. I have sent notes also, copy the notes. Okay. Thank you, children.